AMMO presents two options for double action airbrushes: the AirViper with a 0.2mm needle and the AirCobra with a 0.3mm needle. The AirCobra has a 0.3mm nozzle and a 5ml or 1/16 of an ounce capacity paint cup, while the AirViper has a 0.2mm nozzle and a 1.8ml or 1/16 ounce capacity paint cup. Both are packaged in sturdy cases and come with a spanner wrench for assembly and disassembly. Both also include instructions in 9 languages, showing all of the components of the airbrush. Additionally, both come prepared with a color cup lid to prevent spills and a protective nozzle cover to protect the needle and nozzle. These airbrushes are specially designed for modeling. Both are very light, well balanced, and comfortable to work with. Unlike others, our airbrushes are constructed of highly resistant materials, which prevent damage, as you can see here. The AirViper and AirCobra nozzle protectors clean up quickly and easily. The connector is 1/8 of an inch, to which you can easily add a moisture trap and conventional hoses. The needle is specially designed for this airbrush. Its conical shape and fine tip ensure maximum precision. The AirCobra and AirViper have a floating nozzle tip, which makes it easy to simply remove with your fingers, without the need to use tools. In the following example, you will be shown how to keep the airbrush clean. One of the most common problems is finding and removing paint residue, particularly on the needle and at the bottom of the paint cup. The AirCobra and AirViper airbrushes have been designed to be easily disassembled. First, remove the nozzle cap and the rear of the nozzle cap body from the airbrush. Loosen the trigger stop set handle and the needle locking nut that holds the needle in place and remove it. Always remove the needle from the front to avoid contaminating the inside of the airbrush. Next, remove the spring tension adjustment screw, which has 2 other components: the needle tube spring and the needle alignment tube. Finally, the airbrush trigger and the components of the air valve chamber assembly can be removed. All parts and accessories for the AirCobra and AirViper airbrushes are available separately on our website. Because our airbrushes are crafted of the highest quality materials, you can soak the components in cleaner by mixing it with a little water. Immerse all the airbrush parts in the container and leave them to soak for about 20 minutes. A toothbrush can be used to clean the individual parts. An airbrush cleaning set will be very useful. This tool allows you to reach the inner areas. Once cleaned, place all pieces on a napkin to absorb all of the cleaner. Once all of the parts are dry, placing a little oil on the trigger valve stem and the base of the trigger will help keep the action smooth. Once the cleaning procedure is done, you can reassemble the airbrush, beginning with the trigger and the needle assembly. Continue with the needle alignment tube, the needle tube spring, and the spring tension adjustment screw. Insert the needle from the front of the airbrush to avoid bending the tip. The next step was to set the nozzle tip in place and screw on the nozzle cap base. Finally, the trigger stop set handle was placed and the nozzle cap guard set in place. With the AirCobra, you can apply brush strokes from 4.5 centimeters down to lines as fine as 0.3 millimeters. The AirViper will allow you to make even finer brush strokes and extremely fine lines when working with low air pressure. Discover many more videos on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate notifications. Thank you for watching.